What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks, and I'm back in the building. You feel me? It's True Talks, cause True Talks. All right, let's get straight right into it. So, on this video, we're gonna be doing Western Conference playoff predictions on what's gonna happen, what we think is gonna happen. The playoffs start tomorrow. We're definitely gonna dive into that and talk about each series, and then in the second round, I'll do a playoff prediction as well, and I'll do each round as opposed to doing the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight right into it. So the first matchup that we're gonna go through is number 1 versus number 8. You already know who that is. That's Golden State. So Golden State and the Clippers. And listen, that one, it might be like it was that 1 year where versus I think it was 2 years ago versus it was the Warriors and the Portland Trailblazers, and it was a 5 game series, or 4, but it wasn't like it was a clean beat on the series, but each game was actually close. You get what I'm saying? So that one, you already know Golden State's winning. Nobody could, like, all of this noise about Golden State this and that. Like, listen, you don't need you shorten your rotations anyways. You don't need an OD bench. You shorten your rotations. You get what I'm saying? They have ball movement. They have the best player in the world, KD. Like, come on now, it's a problem. It's a nightmare. He's a mismatch nightmare wherever he goes. You get what I'm saying? So definitely I think some games will be close, but that should be a sweep. 5 games at worst. Sweep 5 games at worst. I think I'll go with a sweep. You know what I'm saying? They might win one in the Clippers, but because those guys are dogs. They play good defense. That's one thing they do. Beverly and all those guys, they play defense. And they have Lou Will, who's a killer too. So, we'll see how that goes, man. So that's my prediction for that. We don't need to get too much in depth with that. Second seed, we got the Nuggets and the Spurs. See, listen, Popovich will always have his team kind of ready. You know what I'm saying? He always have his team ready. They always fight. They have IQ, so they don't really make too many mistakes. Now, your boy DeFrozen is there, you know what I'm saying, who used to be on the Raptors, right? So I don't trust him in anything. So I don't expect them to beat the Nuggets. But you have guys like LaMarcus Aldridge, you have Patty Mills, you have these clutch shooters, guys who are poised, Bellinelli, you know what I'm saying, Bertans. You have all these guys who play well in high pressure moments. So you never know what could happen, and it's the first series for a while that the Nuggets have been in. They didn't even make the playoffs last year, and they come straight to the second seed, right? So it's like, normally you gotta make steps, you know what I'm saying? So, but they're for real. The Nuggets with Jokic, he play makes. They have shooters all around. Jamal Murray, you don't know, he's kind of sometimes inconsistent. He can go cold. He can get hot. You have guys like Gary Harris. You have Millsap. They have some poised guys. But at the end of the day, you have Will Barton, who's a spark. But at the end of the day, it's like, the styles aren't too really different. So I see that series definitely going like a 6-game, 7-game series. I'd be surprised if it goes anything before that. But at the end of the day, that one's kind of tough, man. It's tough because Popovich, like, he has his boys ready. They're poised, man. If it goes 6-7, they could easily win that. You know what I'm saying? So, but just the home court out. That one's tough, man. That one's tough. That one I think actually might go 7 games. That one might go. People will be surprised. That one actually might go 7 games, and I think it'll actually be I think the Nuggets will win that in 7. Nuggets will win that in 6 or 7, just because they're going to have to go to DeFrozen in the clutch, and you already know what he's going to do, and I don't trust that. If anything, I don't trust that. I actually rather trust Jamal Murray or anybody else, even if it's the first playoff in the clutch, more than I trust that. So I think that will be the detriment in some games. You get what I'm saying? So I see the Nuggets, and then they have their mile high, you know what I mean, and their home court advantage. So I see them winning in 6 or 7, and we'll go with that. So the next series that we're gonna go with is we're definitely gonna go with the 3rd seed. We got the Portland Trailblazers at the 3rd seed for the 2nd straight year. People sleep on them, so they're waking you up. And then you got the 6th seed, the Oklahoma City Thunder, OKC. Listen, that one is probably gonna be the toughest series in the first round from both conferences in the whole NBA. It's going to be the toughest series because their play styles, they actually match up the exact same. The way they play is the exact same. One, Westbrook, and Paul George, the one and the two, they both eat. That's what they do. You got McCollum and Lillard. That's what they do. They both eat. Now, we don't know if McCollum's fully healthy because he just came off the injury. Like, maybe he had only 3 games leading up to. We don't know if he's fully healthy, but if he is and he's moving right, those two kind of knock each other off. You get what I'm saying? Then you have, it used to be Nurkic, but they still have a big body in Kanter and Adams. Adams has better defense, but is still big body. They both rebound. Kanter has the better moves, but it's still the same type of center that they do. You get what I'm saying? So you have those 3, and then their small forwards and their power forwards don't really eat. You have Grant, you know what I'm saying? And they don't really eat at all. You have Grant. Grant doesn't really eat. Aminu doesn't really eat. Harkless, you get what I'm saying? Like, they don't really eat like that, the 3 and the 4. So the difference maker will probably be Markieff Morris. Markieff Morris will definitely be he'll have to step up because you got Shorter off the bench. You got Seth Curry. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of, their play styles, perimeter shooting, with their wings not really doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes could struggle from shooting. They both kind of are the same in that sense. You get what I'm saying? So that their styles match. So that one I see that one going 7 games, man. I'll be surprised if it goes anything earlier than that. I see that one going 7 games or at least 6. But I see that one going 7 games, and it's gonna come down to basically Lillard versus Paul George, who's gonna eat in the clutch. The good thing about Portland is they have 2 guys. They have McCollum and Lillard in the clutch who are proven. Westbrook kind of sometimes struggle. He's proven in the clutch, don't get it twisted. But sometimes, you know, he's kind of a gift and a curse. So we'll see. If it's the good Westbrook, they could definitely advance, man. They could definitely advance. I don't know. That one's tough, man. That one's tough, man. Like, and literally they have to redeem themselves from last year. But the thing is, the thing is, both teams, like, OKC has real defense, but OKC can struggle. You get what I'm saying? Same with Portland. So it's kind of tough, man. That one's kind of tough. And Portland has home court advantage. That one, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, man. Like, that one, I actually don't know. My want, because I've been following Portland for a long time. If y'all know me, you know that Lillard is my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been following that team since he came in the league. That's like, I've been riding with them. But it's just year after year, they get disappointed. You know, it's a disappointment in some fashion. But, man, that one's tough, man. My heart says Portland in 7. But my brain, the Westbrook mentality and those dogs and Paul George has been eating, and the defense, my brain says OKC in 7, but my heart says Portland in 7. That one is, you know, that one is literally, that one's tough, man. That one's tough. God damn, yo. That's going to be exciting, though. So we'll go with the next series. The next series is, we got to go with the last one. The Rockets 4 and the Jazz at 5. Okay? So we got the Rockets at the 4 seed and the Jazz at 5. And now, this is a huge impact, man. So if you see the bracket, Rockets, if they win, they face Golden State second round, because Portland was 4th, but then they won the last game with the bench and bumped up to 3. You know what I'm saying? So that changes the road, one for Golden State and for Houston. You know what I'm saying? So that, but anyways, we're not even there yet. We're just doing first round, right? So first round, the Jazz are nice. Donovan Mitchell's nice. He got better with 1 year, but I just think Houston is just, with Chris Paul there, and like the IQ is too much, man. Too much firepower with Chris Paul and James Harden. He's eating, he's in his bag. But the thing is, which James Harden are we going to get? You know what I mean? That shit normally doesn't happen in playoffs. He never lives up to regular season in the playoffs. He never does. Most greats, they elevate their game at least by 1, 2, 3, maybe even 5 points per game. They elevate to a higher echelon in the playoffs. James Harden normally digresses. So if James Harden ain't James Harden, the good thing is he actually has Chris Paul. And Chris Paul, you know what he does. He you know what I'm saying? So I just think that I feel like it might be a 6-game series. A 6-game series for Houston. But that one might go 7-2, man. That one might go 7-2. But I think Houston in 6 or 7. Jazz can, Jazz what they did last year to OKC, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Houston has shooting and firepower. So it's a complete different game compared to OKC. So it's not an OD good matchup for the Jazz. And Houston won last year too. So I think Houston will win. Houston will win that. I see it in 6 or 7. If I had to go on a limb, I'll probably say 6. I think they'll win one in the Jazz's house with Harden if he's cooking. That's the thing. It's up in the air, you know what I mean? So I say Houston in 6 or 7. So that's what we got for the Western Conference. We got that for the Western Conference so far. If I got to make a limb who's going to be in the Western Conference Finals, I'll definitely say Golden State and either Portland or OKC. That's what I'm going with. Golden State, whoever that 3rd seed, whoever wins that matchup, I think will meet in the conference final. So it's between either whoever wins Portland and OKC is definitely going to meet Golden State in the conference finals. That's what I got so far. So that's what we got. We're going to definitely go more in depth with the other rounds, but that's what we got so far for the Western Conference matches, man. Tell me what you feel. Comment down low what you think, man. Because listen, those boys, that matchup, that one, that OKC Golden State, that OKC Portland matchup, that one's gonna be ups and downs, my emotions, man. That one's gonna play with me, man. That one's gonna play with me. So, anyways, share, like, and subscribe. We got another video. You know what I'm saying? It's True Talks, cause True Talks. All right, and we out, man.